Jann Arden is flat out one of our favorite guests. She is a Canadian treasure, an amazing singer, songwriter, artist, TV star, and best selling artist. And she joins us this morning from her home in Springbank, Alberta. Jann, thank you so much for being here. All the best to you. I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing great. It's a couple hours earlier here. So it's still
Yeah. Oh.
quite dark outside. I have no idea what clothes I put on, but I'm here and I'm happy to see you, Ben.
Yeah. Jan, I look at everything that you're doing and have done. I have no idea, honestly. Time management is a focus of my life. How do you do it with a new album, a second season of Jan airing now on CTV? You got a podcast. You're an animal rights advocate. You've got a new memoir. I mean, seriously, there's only so much time in a day. How do you find the time?
Well, I think it's a bit deceiving. I think COVID changed my schedule quite a bit. Things that were supposed to happen in March didn't happen till May. Anyway, it kind of became a logjam. So it looks like I'm super efficient in doing a lot of things. But in actuality, all of this stuff should have been spread out over the course of a year, which would have made it sort of visually a little more palatable. But if COVID's given us anything, Ben Mulroney, it's given us some time. So the book
Yeah.
was written a year and a half ago, probably. So this is actually when
Yeah.
it was slated to come out. So that's one thing that didn't change.
And I'm glad you said, it's given us time, because your book in a lot of ways is about time. It's about aging and accepting past mistakes, acknowledging past failures, loving yourself. You believe that you become the person that your best version of yourself in your 40s. Do you think the 50s are even better? And I really find it interesting. This feels like such a special book that could only have been written at this time in your life.
Yeah, for sure. No, honest to God, I say to young women, especially all the time, I'm like, that you're not going to actually become a person until you turn 40 years old. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just an accumulation of time. And I think you do get a chance to be reflective and look back at experiences that you've had, and those experiences inform your life as you go forward. I feel so much better than I did 20 years ago, both physically, mentally, spiritually. And it's because I have those experiences to draw from, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I remember somebody saying you only become a fully formed human being after your 40th birthday, because in your 20s, you think you know everything, but you don't know anything. In your 30s, you come to that realization, and you only put a plan in place to live by that new realization in your 40s. So I think you're hitting your stride once you hit 40. I've been really privileged, Jan, to talk to you over the course of years about these signposts in your life that's involved your family and your mother and your grandmother. And you've been so candid and so honest, and you've helped a lot of people with those conversations. And I love this tidbit that you share about your mother, who spoke about death and where you go when you die and who you see. Can you explain that one to us?
Well, there's a few things that I speak about. I hope I'm getting this one right, but my mom said to me once, and this was quite far into her journey with Alzheimer's, and she said, I said, "Are you afraid of dying?" She goes, "Why would I be afraid of dying? I'm not even going to know I'm dead." And the other thing that she said to me that really has stuck with me to this day, I think about it 4 times a week. Well, your soul is your pilot and your body's your spaceship. And I was like, and she'd say to me, you just can't breathe up there with your body. So you can't take them with you. And I'm like, well, yes, but absolutely. You cannot breathe where you're going. So my mom was very practical about it. She was very economical about dying and death. She talked about it our whole lives. It was nothing that was shoved away or whispered about or some kind of clandestine thought that you don't dare consider.
Yeah.
When I was a really young kid, she said, "You're going to die someday, so you better get living your life." Okay, off we go.
I can't let you go without congratulating you not only on the success of Jann in Canada, but the potential of success in the United States, as it's just been picked up by a major streaming service down there. And it's a very Canadian show. But to anybody who says like, the cultural references might get lost on the Americans, I want to point them to a story that I remember when I saw you open in Las Vegas for Michael Bublé, and nobody in the crowd knew who you were. But by the end of your set, you got a standing ovation because you made that crowd fall in love with you as a person and as a performer and as a singer. And it was mesmerizing to watch. It's going to happen all over again, this time streaming. I can't wait.
Well, I'm really thrilled. I'm thrilled for my whole CTV Bell family, and I really appreciate your kind words. Yeah, Vegas. Didn't know you were there. We could have gone out gambling, Ben. I mean, come on, what the hell?
I tell you, it was. I've never seen a show like that in my life. You had them in the palm of your hand. I've never seen anything like it. So that's what's going to happen with this show.
Well, let's hope. I have worked with great people. I really do. Great producers, great writers, and we are having the best time. We need to make a show about all the stuff that doesn't make it in the show, Ben, because it is so ridiculous. But yeah, we're so pleased that people are coming along for this journey. So I thank you for that.
Jann, thank you so much for joining us. It's so early in the morning. We'll let you get back to whatever project you're working on now. All the best to you.
Okay. Bye, Ben.
And If I Knew Then is out today, so you can pick that up. And you can catch Jann on CTV every Monday night at 8 p.m.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.